Hello and welcome down on to the tech desk, and in today's video we're going to be looking at these two. These are both from Cololight. This is the strip starter kit and this is the hexagonal block kit, kind of with the lights that you put on here. If I'm honest, I'm going to be going through this in a little bit more detail than this one because I believe this one is just basically a strip light that you control with the app. So in this video, I'm going to start off with this one. We'll spin through this one quite quickly, and then we'll go over to this one. I'm going to kind of like set it up, go through all the unboxing, see what you get in it, and then I'm going to get the app out, and we'll go through setting up the app on this one. So let's put this to one side. We're going to start off with this one because I don't think there's much to it. So I got this alongside this one. This is the main one I wanted. I got this one as an extra. So it's 60 LEDs, 2 meters long, so around the back of a large monitor, I say, or certainly around a desk as well. And then it works with Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple Home Kit, and then a few bits about it as well. Yeah, great. I think it's probably most likely just going to be like a standard strip light that you might have all seen or probably got. So there it is. Yeah, it looks like it. And then underneath we have this, the control box, and that the connector. And then this, which is a phone, which is a connection, so you can have this hooked up if you want to. I never do this really because it's got stickiness on the back, so I'll just be able to stick it where I like really. And then this, that looks like, oh, that looks handy. So this is, if you're going to cut it up, yeah, look. So you cut it up, you put one end in there, close those two down, and it makes a connection for that. That's really nice. So if you wanted to cut it up or make it a different length, you get two of them. That's excellent. And then finally you get this, which is what I believe a sticky pad. I have no idea what that's for. I think probably maybe just stick this control box on here. Right, so all I'm going to do really is take it out, connect it, see what we've got. So take this piece, plug it in there like that, and then you've got this end piece which fits into the box there. Can only go one way. Nice. And then let's plug this USB in. There we go, nice and bright. Let's knock the lights off so we can show you how bright it is. Look at that, that's even too bright, isn't it? And it's already on a default rainbow pattern there. Right, so that's it really. I guess you just stick that up now and you can control it with the app. I won't do the app now because I'm going to be doing the app with that, but then later on in the video, when I get the app out and I connect it, we shall connect this. So I'm going to now, just going to go and leave this to one side. That's a strip light, nice, good quality. And if you look on here as well, if I just turn this off, easier to see. A lot of the lights that I have are basically kind of like your paper with your lights on it and nothing else. If you look here, so I believe this could be, yeah, okay, so there we go. It's IP65 waterproof. Okay, so I don't know, I guess you could use this outdoors, I'm not sure, but this is great because look, if you look, there's like a rubber membrane all over the top. That's really good quality. I've got a lot of these strip lights and not everyone has this, so you know that this one has it, so that's really good with this. Okay, so that's it really for those lights. There's not really much to talk about with these. When I get the app out, I will configure it and we'll start playing about with it. But now we're going to be moving on to this, the Cololight Pro, the build your own light set with the app. Right, on to the main event then. This is what I wanted. This is the thing I want to have in my games room next to my TV. The Cololight Pro Build Your Light sound activated Cololight CES Innovation Award 2019, brilliant. Enjoy fun of DIY, dynamic effects, 16 million colours, voice control, lovely. Again, Alexa and Google Assistant. Build Your Light includes download the app, which we'll do in the video, and I'll show you how to get hold of that app. And you can do that, but I reckon I can take this off. Yeah, okay. So instead of ripping it, I'm just going to kind of, and then on the side here, and then on that side. So this is Cololight. This already feels quite heavy. I assume that's because of the base that it needs to hold up the lights on it. So let's get it open. There, okay, so there are the lights in there. And this is the base. Yeah, this is proper heavy. Hang on. It's 0.5 kilogram. So that weighs 0.5 kilogram. That's nice. And it's almost pretty hollow as well. I'm not sure what that's made of. It looks like it's brick or something. It feels like it's brick. And then you've got 6 feet on the bottom there to keep it on there. So you've not got brick on your desk. You've got nice rubber feet. And then it has this interesting kind of brickwork pattern on it as well. Okay, and then that, yeah, look, it's been chiseled in there. It does really feel like almost concrete, I'd say, the hole in there. And then a gap in the back there, I guess that's for your cables. Okay, let's look in here now. So I assume this is the accessories and all the lights. So 6 hexagonals, all with 2 connectors there, and one, and one. So there'll be a starter, and then you'll spin it off to which one you want, because we can design this however we want. So there's your 6 there, and then we have these, which are the connectors. We have 4 of those. Guess that's for there, and then hooking them on like that. I'm not sure how they go at the moment, but we'll figure that out once we ping up the app. Then we have this, which, I don't know, must go to the base, not sure. Again, we'll go to the app. More spacers. 3 more spacers. So see the difference between them 2. Right, quick look. I don't have a manual for this. I'm not sure if it's meant to come with one or not. All it tells me is that I'm meant to download the app from the website. But in the light strip box, I've got this. So I believe this, if you want to have a look at this, if you want to scan this QR code, this is where I get the app from. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to scan this Cololight, and we're going to download the Cololight app. So that's what it will look like. Okay, so that's downloaded, and then we're going to just allow it to be able to connect to everything. I need to create an account as well, so we might as well create a new account. Right, that's it. I've done an account. I assume I'm going to get an email for that, but it didn't have to kind of authorize it at all. So press plus to create a new group or device. Double click now, go, fine, whatever, save, whatever. Let's work this out. Okay, so let's add a device, and this is going to be the Hexa as well. Right, okay. So Cololight Pro, which is this one. And then we're going to do, here we go. So this is basically the manual. So connect the Cololight according to the illustration above. Is get one of these, get one of the double connectors, place that into this one here and into a single hole there. Okay, so we've got the double slot there, the second of the double slot there, into there, and then into there like so. Let me just put this bit here, and that will go into the double slot onto the one where they haven't used the double slot so far. So on there like that. And then if you can see on there, we can lock it, so you can kind of get a screwdriver and lock it on there so this won't come out. I'll do that later. And then plug the USB in. Just turn these lights down a bit so we can see. There we go, it has lit up. So now what we need to do is hold the touch button on the controller unit, the green arrow shown above, for 2 seconds. The light will turn off initially, then start flashing blue. Release the button. So we need to hold it down. It will turn off initially, and then it will start flashing blue. So it's turned off. That's a good thing. Now it should start flashing blue, which it's doing. And now we can hit next, and then we connect to this one here. Then once I've added the Wi-Fi details in, it goes to the pairing in process. So pairing, register, and then connect. And then onto register. And then assume in a few seconds it will flick over to connect. So we will have connected to the lights. And then finally, there we go, flash and connect. Now we're going to name it. So let's just call it Desk Light. Let's call it Desk Hex. There we go. So we've connected now. Right, so that was relatively harmless. You just got to go through a few steps just to connect it to the Wi-Fi or whatever. Yeah, that was okay. Didn't seem too hard, to be honest. So once it's all connected, then here it is. Then here's my Desk Hex, and I assume we're going to add more in here, which I will add the strip in a bit. But just before I do that, I wanted to just quickly go off while I was setting all that up. I've actually done it on the Android, so this is the Android version as well, and you can actually have 2 connected at the same time. So this is Android and this is iOS. So let's whack the volume down there, and you see that one change? So if I whack that up there, that one changes. Okay, so that's nice. So if there is 2 of you, you're even on different devices, this will work. I was saying that's Android and that's iOS, so it seems to work nicely on both devices for me. Okay, so let's click into it then, and again we've got the kind of brightness here. Below that, dynamic color or rhythm, so I assume that's going to be kind of like for the music. Let's go pick a color, so we can pick like red, just quickly, this is how quickly it does it. Ultraviolet goes onto that, primrose yellow, spring crocus, jaded grey. Let's knock it down a bit so you can see it a little bit easier. Rose quartz, so really fast and responsive, that's nice. And then effects, so you can add your effect if you want to. You can add your different colours. That's good with the hex, HS and V. Play about that however you want to. Okay, so that's it. And then dynamic, let's put it back onto dynamic. Let's choose laser, just so we can see that nice. And then just knock it down a bit so we can see it easier on the camera. Not the settings here, up top here, it's got a red dot, which means I can upgrade the firmware at some point, which I'll do later. I won't bore you with doing that now. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to build this. Okay, so if you can see this here, this bit here, this will go into that there, so that one won't actually be able to go where it is. Okay, so you're going to put that on there, and you'll be having to build off one of those three there. So if we just start building it however we want to. So what I've learned with connecting them up is, if you're using these little ones here and you want to connect that one to that one, right, it won't work. Okay, it won't connect. What it needs to do is it always needs to connect to the two piece there, no matter where you're going from. Okay, so remember, if we put it on there, it doesn't really matter now, so let's put that one there. It needs to go a 2 to a 1. Okay, so we use these ones, the double ones there, and then if I plug that one in, it's lit up. So again, if I do this, but I use the smaller ones to the smaller ones, it won't have lit up. So you just move that round to the double ones. If I use a double connector on there like that, it won't light up. You need to use this, which is the longer connector, like that, and then it's lit up. Can you see that? So now let's put another one. Let's put another one there. Again, you can't do it that way. You need to do it that way, using this double connector there, like so. And then finally, let's put this last one here, like that. The double space connector from single to double, like that. And then we spin it over. We are completely connected. So let's play about with this for a second. Let's just change out the different patterns. And in the app, I haven't actually told it the order it's in. I know I've got some other lights that you have to tell it the order it's in. I haven't actually told it the order it's in, but if you look, it still does run from that one to that one. And assume if I just move these like so a completely different pattern. So if when I select rhythm, we'll do this rhythm here. See, look, it still knows the order that it's in. So again, if I just swap two round, like that. See, again, it picks up in that order that you've put them in. So it does kind of remember an order, and you don't have to tell it. Although I believe you do have to go into device distance to tell you how many it's far away. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 away, max distance of 6, and you can change that. I guess you just change that to whatever you want it to be, 8, as long as you've got the max distance on there. Okay, so not bad. We'll get this put on here now, and the way I'm going to do that is I've got to take this off. So you take the main light off, make sure it's unlocked on there. You need the USB. Poke the USB into there, all the way through, like so. Plug that back in. Remember that gap in there, that's where your light thing comes out, like so. And then you're going to be, if I can do this, yep, there we go. Okay, and have that displayed on your desk, just making sure they all they're all not going to fall off. They seem to be on there nicely. So there we go, look at that. Got a few spare ones here, great. Keep them safe just in case I'm going to be needing them, if I'm going to be adding any more, because I assume I could just add some more hexagons if I need to. But there we go, there's having that sat on your desk, really nice, with a few little effects on here. Okay, so what I've done now is I've spun over to the Android version of the app, and we're going to add these lights to see if it's any different of a process. But before I do that, I'm just going to get this a little bit less distracting of a colour. So let's just take this into a colour, take it into a purple, fine, there we go. Right, so what we're going to do now is the same process as before. We're going to add strip, and it's the 60 LED, so we're going to click that. We'll skip the network check because we already know that our network's fine. Please connect the controller and the strip, yeah, which we've done. It's this box down here. Next, press the reset button, press and hold the reset button for 5 seconds. Be sure the indicator flashes green. So use these, and this will flash green on here. So hold this reset button for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, flashing green there. So we know that that's flashing. Yes, that's fine. It's in the Wi-Fi. There we go. The Cololight, no internet access. That's fine. So we're connected to that, and then we hit next. Then we're going to connect to Studio Wi-Fi and put the password in, and then we're back to the screen again, which we had before with the hex, the pairing, the register and connect. So let's leave that going, and then a couple of minutes later it's pinged on to connect. So I'm just waiting for it to connect now. Shouldn't be long, and as if by magic, there it is, done. So let's name this, what do we call the other one? Desk hex. Let's call this one desk strip. Save that, and they're both in there. Let's quickly ping over to the iPhone just to see if it has registered on the iPhone as well. There we go, straight away. Okay, so that's nice. All synced up there beautifully. So let's look at the desk strip, then we can change the brightness right up or right down for the purpose of the video. Let's knock it a little bit down just so we can see some of the colours. And then ping it in there, and we have exactly the same info, dynamic, colour and rhythm. We can change it to the colour. And then a rhythm, we've got some rhythms, only 4 here with the rhythm default, the dynamic and the romantic and the soft. The colours we can change. I prefer the dynamic because it just looks better, I think, when it's going around there like so. And then again, we've got to update the firmware as well, which I'll do later on. And the device distance, maximum light bead number 240, which I guess it's for 60, but if you're going to add more, you're going to need to pump that up to something. One other thing I'd probably be using is setting a timer as well, so we can add timers when it to start and to stop as well, which is always a nice thing. I know I'll probably might be putting these on a smart plug anyway for that, but it's nice to be able to set a timer if you can. And then if we back all the way out here, we have the strip and the hex there. Along the bottom here, we have the control, which is basically the main thing for this. We have discover, which you can have a look at all different kind of effects for this one. Then information is them just trying to sell you stuff, and then user is your account. And then third-party services, it works with Alexa and, as we said, and the Google Assistant, Razer Synapse, Stream Deck, not sure what that one is, or that one, but you can do those if you want to. And then it's just a case of hitting the Alexa thing, and as we saw, just comes up there. You're just going to link it with there if you want to. So that's it then. That was my look at the Pro and the setup of the strip lights as well. It's relatively easy for me. If you go and look on the app reviews though, a lot of people have been having troubles. It seemed to be okay for me. It seemed to be okay and it was going okay. These are now going to live on my desk. I'm going to go and set this up, put this on my desk. Really easy, nice lights to be able to set up. I think this one is going to be superb. I wish there was a little bit more control over the kind of distance and kind of like choosing which one, but you can't have everything. I'll leave links down below, and I will try and get a discount if you go and have a look down below. If I can try and get one from Cololight, I'll go and email them and see if I can get one after I've made this video live. Okay, that was it. And if you've got any questions, if you want me to go and play about with it and ask you questions, I'll happily do that. Please do let me know in the comments below. Please do like, please do subscribe to the next video. Bye-bye.